Hello everyone, I'm Paul McGuire Grimes. Barry Jenkins is the Oscar-winning director behind Moonlight, The Underground Railroad, and If Beale Street Could Talk. Now he's working with Disney on Mufasa, The Lion King. It's in theaters and I want to talk about it. This is Paul's trip to the movies. Disney has been making live-action remakes of their animated films for years now, including The Lion King. Now, it's not really live-action as it's all CGI to make the animals look realistic. Mufasa, the Lion King, is an origin story for our favorite characters. Simba and Nala's daughter Kiara, who's voiced by Blue Ivy Carter, settles in for a story from Rafiki, who's voiced by John Canning. Now, Billy Eichner and Seth Rogen are back as Timon and Pumbaa, who listen in and provide their own commentary on Rafiki's story. Rafiki tells Kiara the story of her grandfather Mufasa, who's now voiced by Pierre, their relationship with his brother Taka, who's voiced by Kelvin Jr., and how he became the Lion King. Screenwriter Jeff Nathanson wrote the live-action version of The Lion King and is now tasked with bringing the prequel to life. The beginning is jam-packed at welcoming the audience back to the Pride Lands, reuniting us with our favorite characters, and settling us in for Rafiki's story. Now, instead of bookending the film with Rafiki and Kiara, the film cuts back and forth between these two narratives. Billy Eichner and Seth Rogen are great as Timon and Pumbaa, but these scenes always felt like it just kind of disrupted the action and pulse of the Mufasa-Taka narrative, and I don't think it needed to go back to the Kiara narrative as much as it does. Now, one of the biggest problems, I think, with Mufasa is that it's relying too heavily on connecting back to that story that we already know and love. There's a lot of time spent with the tried and true characters, with how Mufasa and Scar, or Taka, met Sarabi, Zazu, and Rafiki, and we see younger versions of all those characters. There's blatant foreshadowing with what's to come next. And we see that, generally with a lot of origin stories. But I think that there should have been more trust that we know what's to come. We know at some point in this movie we will find out how Taka gets a scar and why there's a rift between the two of them. And yes, it is a family movie, but I feel it's just too safe for me. Mufasa the Lion King should have taken bigger risks and made daring moves with doing something completely different with this universe. Now, it's very action-heavy with Mufasa, Taka, and Sarabi running and swimming from the enemy. The film's main villain is Kairos, a white lion voiced by Mads Mikkelsen. Now, he leads this pack of other white lions who try to claim their territory. I think that the biggest surprise for me here was that the importance of brotherhood, and that it doesn't necessarily mean bloodlines. The theme of chosen family rings true and important, even if the path to get there felt a little obvious. Mufasa the Lion King boasts a really terrific voice cast, with Pierre bringing nobility and honor to a young Mufasa. Kelvin Jr. has a great singing voice, but has got kind of the larger arc here to bring to Taka and why he becomes Scar. The film boasts new songs written by Lin-Manuel Miranda. They're catchy and melodic, and you can really hear his sound and voice all over the songs, while I think still adhering to the memorable motifs that we know from the original. Now, that original film is a classic that has really stood the test of time, but I haven't felt that the two live-action films justified expanding on that. I do believe, though, that families will love Mufasa the Lion King. Kids will be wowed by the photorealistic animation, and the big screen, I think, will just bring them right into being in the middle of the pack with Mufasa and Taka. I'm giving Mufasa the Lion King 2.5 out of 5 ticket stubs. If you like my review today, click subscribe on my YouTube channel. I have some movie reviews, some celebrity interviews, and I would love to hear from you. Leave me a comment here on YouTube. Are you excited about Mufasa the Lion King? Are you going to go take the kids? Let me know your thoughts. Leave me a comment here on YouTube or on social media at Paul's Movie Trip. And then go to my website, paulstriptothemovies.com, for even more reviews. Thank you so much for watching my review of Mufasa the Lion King. This is Paul's Trip to the Movies.